Welcome back to another episode of Kenshi. My name is Tobal, and we just left off in the same spot. I really haven't moved because right before last episode ended, I happened to notice that a bunch of holy servants had picked a fight with a bunch of dogs, and for the most part, they lost. So I'm going to come over here and see if I can try to loot any of these Holy Nation people. Now, we won't sell to the Holy Nation people, but I think I want to, I think I want to try to see if they've got any goodies here. So I'm going to bring my squad up to cover me. I'm going to send Tobal. I'm going to have him sneak. Not that it really matters. What is more important is that if you're looting someone who is like Holy Nation, you don't want any other Holy Nation people to see you. So this guy is unconscious, so we should be able to steal from him. If you see here, it says it's a 100% chance to steal. So we can grab a couple of items of part of their gear, although it kind of looks like it's not even that impressive. The sword is nice. That's a 1,000 cat sword. I have a 100% chance to steal it, so I'm going to grab it. The armor is not impressive. It's got a lot of coverage, and it would be definitely just good for a fight. But we want to be mobile. We want to run around. We don't want to be restricted based on our armor. And you can see here it gives you some negatives to your attack and defense. And we're so low that could really hurt us. I'm going to leave the rest of this alone. Who else has what? You had a cross. Let's have Jade come up. Alice come up. Okay, this is Jade. I'm going to put her crossbow away. I'm going to take this paladin's cross. What we could do is actually go over to what was it called? Squin later on, or the hub, and sell these swords, because they should not care if you have stolen a holy anyone's sword. They don't care. They don't care who it's stolen from as long as it's not them. So we've got this sword here. Ren is going to take this sword here. I think, is there one more? Oh, come on. Let's make an even set, guys. Oh, there's just not that many. There's not that many people knocked unconscious, I guess. Oh, is that it right there? Yes. It was meant to be. Look at that. 5 swords for 5 troops. Another 100% stealing chance. Yeah, the helmet's only worth 37. It does have some nice resistances to it, but I don't want to get in trouble for having any gear out in public. Now, they can see our holy crosses. I don't know if the guards are going to hate that and get upset or not. But, also, I mentioned, let's go ahead and grab, we can stop sneaking, I think. Let's grab some meat and leather from some of these dogs. Who's upset? Let's everyone get off ranged, off passive, and we'll go fight this dog. I think we're okay because it's pretty wounded already. So this might be a nice fight for us to have. Go, Diana. I believe in you. Come on. Okay, good job. So we knocked that one out. Let's take its... Can you loot it when it's on? It's so weird that you can loot an unconscious animal. Oh, is it? As soon as you do that, are they dead? Let's check this one. This one's unconscious. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so basically it treats it as though you've skinned the animal alive. Or you've skinned it, sorry. Because as soon as I take... So right now it's unconscious. As soon as I take the meat from it, it goes to dead. Well, that's nice. That actually makes sense. That is a logical decision from the developers. So, excellent. We've got our meat. We've got some leather. We've got some brand new swords that maybe someone might or might not be pissed about. Let's take a look at the stats of these swords while we're running. I have pissed off more people. Let's go have our... Oh, they don't have crossbows equipped, and because this sword is so big, it can't fit in their inventory. It has to fit in their weapon slot. So I can't equip those right now. Diana, you're so slow. What if who's the strongest right now? I think Tobal is... Can I pick someone up without... I can't pick someone up without an arm. Let's put the arm on. No, this isn't going to work because you're already over encumbered. So I doubt he's going to be able to pick Diana up. 7, 7. Who has the best athletics? Okay, I think this is going to be Jade. Jade is going to pick up Diana real quick. Let's see if we can do that. She's going to probably take a hit. Okay, now run, 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 run. And are you faster than the dogs? You are. Okay, perfect. So we had to pick up our pup just to just to have her get away. Okay. I think also, I love the idea of having like a dog squad. So the more I've been thinking about it, the more I want to try it out and just see if we can. Because I mean, Diana's still a pup, right? So she's pretty young still. So I wonder maybe if once we have our 10 squad members, if we have some money left over, I might run to all of these different holy farms and try to buy some dogs. And while we're training up our humans and other species, if we have any others, we also can be training up the dogs. And we'll just have the dogs run back and forth for a while. I think the first thing you need to do is make sure the dogs get their athletic skill up because they're so slow compared to other critters. What is your run speed is lowered because you're hungry, I think. But man, 52 athletics and you're only running at 10? That's pretty crazy. I would think they'd be a little bit faster, but maybe we just have to have them just continually run back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and that's that. Okay, so before we get into town, let's go ahead and put her down. Let's go into the build menu, and what I want to do is build a couple of campfires. Campfires are free to build. You don't need anything to build them. And your characters, I think, let's see if they do this automatically. If they have meat, they should start. He's going to medic someone first. They should automatically try to start cooking the meat. Let's see if they do that. Who are you medicing up? Okay, he did. Okay, so you see how he ran over to this fire? And he put the meat in. And he put more meat in here because he had spots for it. So whenever there's availability, your character will always try to cook meat. And this, I think this is part of the AI tab. This is kind of nice, by the way. This is some default behaviors that you can configure. So, for example, if you've got a box here, that's a building material box, and you have building materials in your inventory and your character's not doing anything, they will automatically ditch those items if you've got this selected. They'll automatically sleep if they're injured and there's a bed nearby. They'll sit in furniture when they're idle as well. Allies, help allies, heal allies, rescue allies. This is like if you've hired someone, or it's basically when the mouse pointer turns green, that's considered an ally. Feed your animals, share the food. So if I have Tobal pick up all of this food, he will share it with the rest of the group. And probably, in fact, you'll start seeing these disappear over time. And what was the other options? Share food, feed your animals. I like shoot first, ask later. That's new. I don't think I've seen that. And from what I've read about it, your turret gunners will shoot anyone that's potentially dangerous, but maybe acting neutral. So, like, if you've got turrets by a river and there comes a squad of, like, river raptors coming up, they will engage them from afar, which is the problem a lot of times is you've got all these turret gunners, but they don't do anything until your enemy is right next to the base. So you want them to engage. I'm actually going to keep this checked because I will want this to happen. Now, we might change that over time, but we'll see. So we've got a bunch of dried meat here. Why aren't you sharing? I thought you're supposed to be sharing. Sharing is carrying, Mr. Tobal. Let's have everyone trade with Tobal. We'll give everyone maybe 3 or 4 pieces of meat here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Well, maybe 1, 2. 3. Okay, so we'll have everyone have 2 pieces of meat in their inventory. Whoa, Piggy, what did you do? Oh, I selected one character twice. Okay, so everyone's eating. We need to give... Did I feed Diana? Why aren't you feeding her? That's weird. That should be a behavior by default. What if I drop it? Okay, so as soon as I dropped it, Diana went ahead and ate the meat. So you can see that the symbol has changed to increasing. So her hunger is getting better. So I'll pick up the dried meat. We will go ahead and break down the campfires because we don't want to be dirty. We don't want to waste anything. Not that it was any materials at all, but Okay, so we are okay here. I don't have my arm on. There's a bunch of river raptors getting beat up, so I'll probably stop and grab the leather from this because, I mean, we made a lot of money when these squads, when these river raptors come by and get beat up because they have a lot of leather on them. So I think this would be a good way to, I guess it's still an early game, it's an early game strategy, but it would be, it's decent money, right? You're getting leather pieces off them. It would be easier if we could hunt like gorillas, right? They had like, what, 6 pieces of leather per animal? But this is still not bad. A lot of micromanagement, a lot of micro-clicking. Maybe we'll try to go out and ranged hunt gorillas and just kite them around because I think our group could be faster. Ooh, maybe that might be an option. Alright, let's see. We have to wait till the morning because everything's closed. Diana is eating, getting better. When you start eating, by the way, you don't just get X amount of hunger resolved immediately. You have to, you know, basically your hunger will, you know, repair itself, so to speak, and then you'll have to eat again at a later point. So I'll have to keep an eye on Diana. This yellow indicator means that she is basically malnourished. Alright, so is anyone open? No one's open. It's basically midnight. Let's go to the bars. Hey, the bars are always open. Who is in the bars right now? God, this city's so empty. Why are there no NPCs in the holy cities? I mean, probably because they suck and no one likes them, but... okay, there's someone way over here in the corner. You look like... Oh, maybe we need to have Diana stay outside. You look like you need a squad here, friend. Your name is Bard? Oh, he's the guy that sings, yeah. Some of the NPCs have interesting like default behaviors and phrases they say. But we'll hire Bard. I'm going to rename him to Jackson. And he's a little short. But I know that one of my friends that I play with named Jackson, he loves to make his characters pretty crazy looking. So he would probably have something... Let's in honor of Jackson, because he made the most awkward looking character in Ark that I've ever seen. Massive hands, skinny little arms. I won't make him as short. I think in Ark he had a character basically that was like, you know, hands that were twice as big as his body. So maybe we'll make it somewhat realistic. But yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's a new recruit. You start out with, of course, nothing, basically, which is fine. We will build you to an unbreakable stone. And where else? We went to the other bar. There's only 2 bars in this town too, right? Yeah, I see. Oh, there's another bar down here. Let's go here while it's still nighttime. No, not Diana. Let's bring Tobal. And we'll try to see if we've got any other recruits. We still have enough money to buy one more recruit or hire one more person. I don't see anyone. These are all members of a... oh, sorry. He snuck in. Hey, Aramid, you want to join us, right? Sounds good. Why are they all so funky looking? Alright, we'll name this one Kif. Let's do... This is kind of terrifying. We'll do... oh, wrong one. I wanted to change his hair about. There we go. Let's give him a nice... yeah, that's really nice. Ooh, your back is having some trouble. Let's fix that posture. I want to tell him that he needs to stand up straight. Maybe relax a bit more. You know, he's a little bit too tense. And we'll feed him some Wheaties and get his height up a bit. Okay. All right. So our squad has expanded. We've now included Jackson and Kif. We've got Jade, Alice, Rin, Laura, Jackson, Kif, Tobal, and of course our lovely mascot / future death machine Diana. Right, so I'm going to skip ahead in the video until it gets daylight so we can sell some of our goodies and find out what we want to do next. Okay, it is daylight. We're still in the city. So let's go ahead and take our wares into one of these buildings here. Hello, my friend. We want to sell all of our goods. Wait, do I even have anything to sell? We have leathers, that's right. I forgot what we had to sell. Alright, we're gonna... Yeah, no, also, let me show you here. Well, that's interesting. So, remember that I said, normally they don't like you selling to them. if it's the same faction. I stole this Paladin's Cross off of a Holy Nation Paladin. But the fencing chance says 100, which means he shouldn't have a problem with it, which he didn't. He paid me enough money for that. So I guess I could sell all these big swords here. Now, I could keep them, but I'm not really a fan of these, the hackers yet. You kind of need a good amount of strength. They do bonus damage versus robots, which is interesting. And it's really cool that you can kind of specialize in what you're about to go face. So if you know you're going to go out and you're going to start go to an area that has a lot of robots, you may want to equip a bunch of those hackers. But if you are going out to hunt, or what are they called, the beak things or the gorillas, then maybe you want a kind of like a pole arm that gets bonus damage versus those creatures. Okay, so looks like the base is busy destroying a bunch of our furry friends here. Well, not even furry, are they? They're really ugly, by the way. I don't think I've zoomed in on them. They are disgusting looking. Like, these weird bulbous sacs hanging off of the end. It's kind of like a gullet like a pelican has. It's you know... You guys that made Kenshi, I question your mental state. No, I'm kidding. They're very terrifying, which I think is the point of just making ugly, weird, otherworldly creatures. So I'm not going to go through and loot every single one of these right now. I think I want to... what do we want to do? What do we want to do? We have a new squad. We want to still recruit some people. I think I'm going to head up this way and see what's at this part of the world. Oh, Diana, you're so slow. Let's have you do your standard thing where you can you eat the meat off these animals? I'm a little confused as to why some of the AI behaviors weren't working. So like we didn't feed Diana when we had the chance. So that was a bit strange because normally they'll eat on their own. Did she just eat? So she's hungry again. But why wouldn't you eat? Oh, these are actually, that's right. These don't have good meat on them. Let's do this. Let's have Diana come here, Tobal come here, and we'll drop a couple pieces of food off for Diana right at this spot. Now, dropped food should be fine. Dropped food, they're able to figure that out on their own. So we'll have her come over here. She should be able to find the dried meat and eat that, and then we'll send her running again to continue her own training montage. She's still really slow, but I think that's because she's hungry. So as soon as she comes over here, she should see this raw meat, and nom nom. So she'll do a run. I think I'll make her run all the way down to the edge of this this valley, and I'll have her come right back to this spot, and hopefully she'll eat again later. Unfortunately, the downside is that what I gave her is really low in nutritional value, so we kind of need to start looking at maybe... The problem with food, though, it's so expensive to buy food. It's easier to make your own, but about cooking, what can we make? We can make meat wraps, I think. Crafting, farming? We would be able to make rice bowl, cooked vegetables. We could build a cooking stove. Now, we don't have to have a full base to do this. We could build inside of an existing base. Who's aggroed on Laura? Looks like there is a puppy here. Let's see if we can work on those archery skills. Oh, these guys don't have any ranged weapons yet. We'll get the ranged weapons here at some point. All right, you're all gonna turn around. Oh, did I not put the stupid... No, I did. Why aren't you using your ranged stuff right now? You should be... Oh, they weren't in range of the ranged weapons. Good job. Everyone missed, and one of you shot a friendly. Excellent. That's what I like to see. That is dedication and quality marksmanship. Wonderful. Let's keep running up this way. I'm going to explore to the north a bit. I know there's something up here just because I played the game before. So we'll explore this together so you can discover it with me. It's another town that I like to see if there's anyone who wants to join our band of misfits. Again, we have enough money to... Actually, we have enough money to buy... I think to hire the rest of the troopers that we would need here. Crap. Where am I going? I'm a little bit stuck on the wall. think I need to go up somewhere like this. We basically want to be here. So, can you figure out a path? Okay, so they're figuring it out. Ooh, who are this? These are, oh, skeleton? Is this a peaceful faction? I think we're neutral with them, personally. Those are some big swords. I think these are really high quality Nodachis. Skeletons are so strong. You know, it'd be really fun to do. I'm going to get really addicted to playing Kenshi again, and I think I'm going to wind up doing all these different playthroughs. Like, I'd love to do a playthrough where you're just nothing but a band of skeletons. So you're basically ostracized from quite a few of the different factions, but, you know, you're skeleton, so, you know, you don't care, right? Who needs to keep the flesh bags happy when you're going to live for thousands and thousands of years? So that would be really fun. That would be a really, really fun playthrough. It'd be even more fun to basically make your skeleton band and then build in Holy Nation territory and just keep you know, like if you're strong enough to just withstand all of their attacks over and over and over again. Kif is singing us a song here. Thank you, Kif. We appreciate that very much. So we're coming up to discovered bad teeth. Wait, what? Oh, the dog discovered bad teeth. That's so funny. I was like, bad teeth is not up here. Bad teeth is another town with the within the Holy Nation territory. So it's kind of tucked into this little valley thing going on. So that's good. We've got that on the map at least. I want to keep having my group move down this way. There's so much area to explore in this game. I mean, we started, for those of you that are coming in late to the series, we did start by ourselves with one arm out here near, kind of in the desert in the middle of Shobatai and Heft. We ran to Shobatai, we ran to Stoat, we came down through Oakland Shield, and then we got into the Holy Nation territory. So that was kind of our path. I think I got ourselves stuck here. We need to get to World's End, guys. Are we stuck? Do we have to go all the way around? It's going to be annoying. But we've explored quite a bit. That's fine. We can just run through that pack of animals here. So it's exciting to see how far you've come in this game, too. When you're playing this game and you start out with nothing, and then you look back later on and you've got a squad of mercenaries, or you're building your massive base, and it's like, holy crap, I used to remember when I was, you know, scared of a single bone dog. You know, and later on in the game, you're like, I could eat those for a snack. Much like any RPG, I guess, but Kenshi definitely has a appreciable scale and sense of, I don't know, just challenge that's in the game. There was a recent Rock, Paper, Shotgun article on the game that I really like, and it was basically that Kenshi is everything, Kenshi is nothing. It's like it's very deep. It's a very deep article, but it kind of was. There's just so much to do in this game, and it is kind of a make your own fun type of situation. You have to figure out what you want to do. It doesn't really hold your hand and tell you, oh, go here, go here, go here. So, all right, so we're in the town of World's End. It's actually on the edge of this mountain ridge here, which is really cool. So it's got a really nice view, and it tends to have some decent things for sale. So I'm going to check around and show you a couple things about this place. Apparently, lots of bars. There's 3 bars in a town that has, like, what, 12 buildings in it? It's amusing. A sword shop, a armorer's shop, adventure and combined trade goods shop. What's over here? This is the armorer's shop. This is an archery shop, or a crossbow shop. This is like a faction. I think this is like a faction headquarters. I don't think we can go in here. I think they get pissed off if we do. We'll poke our heads in and see if we get yelled at. Another armorer's shop, and then that final bar. So this is quite a busy little town in terms of like, what's for sale and what they've got available. So we're going to have Tobal come in. And again, we're looking for recruits. And I wanted to come here because I was hoping they would have more people available than were in the last 2 friendly cities we were at. I don't see anyone with a communication bubble, so nothing, no one for hire here. Let's send Tobal into this bar. Let's send jade into this bar. Hello, we're here looking for fresh recruits. Anybody? 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 It looks like they're all mercenaries. Now, you can hire mercenary groups to guard your base, which is pretty nice. Wait, Peace and Knife are tech hunters. Yeah, so we can hire bodyguards. It's really cool. You can actually hire bodyguards for yourself and your party. They'll follow you around. Or you can hire guards for your city. And I do that sometimes if I am expecting a raid. Or I just want to have a little bit more protection on my base. And I can't, maybe I can't afford to man all the walls at the moment. So, Tassilo, looks like you're kind of naked. You don't have anything here. Got room for one more. 3,000 cats. Sounds good. Oh, you are creepy. The white hair and the dark skin. It's a very, very striking contrast, but we'll take you. We'll leave the name as Tassilo. Welcome to the Unyielding, the Unbroken. He is now part of our band. I think we've only got a couple more. I mean, we don't have to stop at 10, of course. I wanted to get 2 more people. We have enough money for 2 more people. It just matters whether or not we can find 2 more people here. Otherwise, we'll just keep looking. Did I just go in here? I think I did. Yeah. So we've finished this area. Let's go into the shop here and see what they've got for sale. Where are my salespeople? Okay, these are guards. This is the trader here. What you got? Oh, wow. You've got some pretty impressive prosthetics. A skeleton arm. Interesting. So this has much more dexterity to it than my arm. If you remember, my arm has all these negatives, and it has negative to dexterity, but this arm, now I'm looking at a specialist arm, it has increased dexterity and very small reduction to lockpicking and thievery. It even gives you a bonus to unarmed damage because it's, a metal arm. That's so cool. I wonder if you can, purposefully do surgery. I don't think you can. If you guys have played RimWorld, RimWorld lets you, wow, that's a lot of books, by the way. RimWorld lets you basically chop off any part you want. So if you have a prosthetic that you want to apply, you can basically chop that limb off and then install that prosthetic. We also have a skeleton repair kit for. It's really reduced in price, and I think I'm gonna pick this up because we need to repair this arm that we have. That's a decent profit. If we can find somewhere that buys this for closer to the average price, which is like 4,300, that would be a decent price. And by the way, I haven't done it yet. I don't know if I'm going to do it at any point, but being a trader is definitely possible. Like, we could come here. Oh, Dinah's getting attacked by something. I just saw that little flash. There's a big bone dog that's coming her way, so I think I'm gonna have her just run back to the intersection where her food was waiting. That should be fine. So you definitely can make trade routes. You can, you don't have to have an animal. You could just, be a trader and just pick things up. Everyone can take a piece, for example. Okay, so Tobal, can you fix your arm? You can fix your arm. Awesome. So he's going to do that. Let's see how many charges this uses. Hopefully this will last us for a long time. Oh, wow, 500 charges. Yeah, that should last for a very long time. We'll let Tobal repair his arm for a bit. But, yeah, I mean, you could basically go try to find something that's underpriced, like this right here. And the skeleton repair kit is lower in, it's currently underpriced. So we could pick a bunch of them up here and then run around to all these different areas, which I might do. That might not be a bad way to make some money once our squad is decently sized up. Maybe we'll have a couple of episodes where we turn into a trader, so I can at least show you how the trading does work. Do I have a bunch of people outside the gate? Are you guys stuck? I just realized that half the party's outside the gate here. Okay, so we've got a skeleton repair kit. We're basically broke at this point, but I want to see what the weapon shop has to offer. What you got here? Show me what you got. Wow, these are really high quality weapons. I think, actually, if I remember right, the Skeleton Smith's Katoon Scrapmaster. I think something up here maybe it was at World's End, maybe it's somewhere else, but there's a really high skilled vendor or storyline, like for part of the lore. There's a faction up here that makes very high quality weapons. So here's a bunch of pole arms. They do bonus damages versus animals. The Falling Sun, I love Falling Suns. This would be my end game choice for just going around and killing everything. They're so big that you get a penalty when you're trying to use them indoors. But look at the bonuses there. They do bonus damage to large creatures like big things, gorillas, leviathans. What else we have? A flesh carver. That's our cleaver. There's the naginata. That does bonus damage to animals. Polearm. There's our combat cleaver stuff. So there's different classes. You can see different names here, but like there's in the brackets up here under the name. This is a hacker class. This is saber, polearm, heavy weapons, and they all kind of do some kind of a bonus, and they use different abilities. So there's only these overall weapon categories. So if you do heavy weapons, well, if you get that skill up, then you'd be skilled in using the Falling Sun, which is in the heavy weapons class. So samurai helmet's really nice too. -20 to your perception. I don't actually know what perception does in this one. Do you have the research for... You don't. We could get Nodachis here. That's really nice. I want to make, at some point, my own Falling Suns at my own base. But to do that, we would have to have the actual research blueprint in order to make them. We could make ring sabers, katanas, naginatas, planks. I guess the planks would do okay. They're just a really big weapon. I really want something that does bonus damage to animals, so I might do polearms or something like that. It depends on what we wind up doing, but if we wind up going to, a hunting group, that might be a good option. Whereas if we're escorting a bunch of traders, maybe it would make more sense to have katanas, because katanas can sometimes be pretty brutal against humans. Right here, our ninja blade does a plus 10% to humans. Okay, so we were at World's End. We did recruit one more person. I think I'm going to bring our party back down into the mainland. I might swing down to Bad Teeth to try to find those last couple of people. Maybe when I'm down there, I'll go ahead and do some hunting to try to get our money back up. So I won't make you sit through that. I will fast forward a bit just to see what we can do. We did get our arm repaired, which is nice. I do have to remove that arm before I go back into Holy Nation territory. God, they're so racist. Let's just not join the Holy Nation for sure. So I'll bring my party down. Can I get my party out of here? How did I get them in here? Was it right here? Sometimes, I will say, sometimes pathfinding gets a bit strange in Kenshi, and they get really confused, and they don't make great decisions. So you have to babysit your squad sometimes, especially, like right there. Like, why? I clicked to make you go down here. Why would anyone go up, higher up? Why would you not take this windy path down into the mountains? So you have to play babysitter a little bit. They don't always make the best decisions, and then once they're on flat land, they tend to do okay. But just be aware, if you give your characters a really far order, they may have some trouble with it. Is it a bone dog? It is. We're not too worried about that. Okay, I'll go ahead and fast forward through this bit, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we are slowly approaching Bad Teeth now, and I've got most of the party here. We did pick up a lovely group of bandits who are intent on escorting us because they're so nice, and they really want to make sure we're safe. More so maybe they just want our food, but that's fine too. Not too worried about that. They're going to be... I think they're actually about to get shredded by the entirety of the guard force in this town. And part of me wants to just keep kiting them because I just want to see a massive battle between a couple dozen starving bandits and the guards of the base. So I'm going to kite them all the way into the base here. Blessings upon you, brother. Oh, go, you go, man. Just you versus all of them. Sounds good. I might even let everyone just fight once we get here. Not even ranged. Just do normal fighting because worst case scenario, we get knocked out by a bunch of guys with sticks here. Well, one of them has a sword, but that's fine. I'm going to pull... we'll keep Tobal out of the fight because he's kind of our medic. And we'll even get the dog involved here. Let's let the dog go crazy too. I want you to stay passive and hold. I don't want you to move anywhere. Okay. Well, I guess you'll defend yourself here. All right, one-armed Tobal. I believe in you. Let's do this. What's your attack skill? 3 versus 6. But we're stronger. Are we not? Oh, because we're missing our arm. Maybe we could... well, I don't want to do that this close to the city. I don't want to lose my... I don't want to get the guards pissed off at me. So we'll just... we'll take some of the damage. We'll wind up probably stopping this fight. Or maybe I'll just bring Tobal closer to the fight. And which of us are up still? Jade actually got stuck. Jade wound up... Somehow I missed her. And she was still, like, up here somewhere for some reason. So she's not with us. Let's pull Kif out of the fight. Where's Kif at? Up here? Are you about to get beat up? Okay. We'll pull Kif out of the fight. He'll be our little our medic here temporarily. I have no doubts that the guards are going to finish off this battle. We just might be knocked unconscious. And really, this is really good for your group because it's doing nothing but giving you more toughness because you're basically getting beat up, you're getting knocked down. No one's really in danger of dying here, although they really did knock Alice pretty well. Maybe she got the guy that had the sword, but we have some damage here. Nothing we can't repair, and it's really important for your characters to get kind of stuck in a little bit to keep getting experience in that. Here, Diana, come fight something. You haven't done anything. Let's hear. Right here. You got this. Go get him, pup. You're not getting him really fast. He's gonna be gone by the time you get there. Yeah. Oh well. Diana tried. You know, she really did. So I'll have Tobal pull off on fighting, and let's go back to just trying to medic people up. I like how half our school. Look at this. Everyone's like crippled. Goodness. Did your legs get broken? I hope no one's like permanently crippled. Left leg. It's pretty decent damage to our legs, but what I'll do is I'll medic everyone up, and I will we'll medic everyone up. We'll have them all come together, and then we'll get them in a bed, and we'll get all those get the healing going. So Kif, let's put the whole squad on passive for the moment. Bring everyone together in one spot if we can, and I'll start to Tobal's gonna start to heal everyone up. I hope I have enough. Uh-oh, I didn't think that one through. Okay, I'm gonna have to run into the town real quick and grab a first aid kit, which I think they have here for sale. I'm lucky that it's in the middle of the day. That could have been horrible. Oh, your Tobal's limping, so he's not doing too hot. Let's see. Is anyone in critical state? Not really. Your leg is getting worse. Your chest is getting worse. Your leg is low. Your chest is low. That's fine. All this damage looks bad at first glance, but it's really not. It's enough to get the toughness built up, which is what we want. We want our toughness to be higher. We want our skills to be higher. So you need to get stuck in every so often to do that. So I think Jade is making her way since she got stuck. So she'll be here eventually. Probably by the time everyone heals back up, she'll get here. Oh no. Okay, that was not a good situation. Maybe I could I just no, I think it does have to be bandaged. Okay, how about Jade? You're right here. You stop at Blister Hill. You need to pick up some bandages for the family. Apparently the family is all sorts of messed up here. Let's see. Where's the bar at? Let's have Tobal sleep. Jade's running the gauntlet. Okay, so let's have a couple people. Oh, I can't have them pick up because they're crawling. Kif is the only one who's standing right now. Have you pick up Alice. I love the floppy leg effect. That literally it just kills me. Okay. I can't look at that too long. It's starting to tell me to do things. Tobal will limp his way over to the bar. Jade is inside of the town, so we're going to have her visit one of the markets here to try to get some first aid kits. Someone will have something. Someone will have some first aid kits. There must have been something in the last playthrough I did where the charges, maybe either the charges that were used or the amount of charges in the first aid kit was much different than it is right now, because I felt like I never used up my first aid kits. Kif must be in a fight. His name's blinking red. Here we go. Splint kit, by the way, I don't think we've covered this. You see how some of our people were crippled here. They can't use their leg. I believe if they're not knocked out, a splint kit will let them use their legs and be able to walk around, even though it's heavily damaged. So we're going to buy some of these kits. I'll even buy 2 of the splint kits just to have them on with us. And we've got the money. Let's go see if we can find any more of these, just to have a nice stack of first aid kits, because we do tend to get in a little bit of trouble. Well, not really much here. I've got weapons, clothing. Oh, here's the other trader. So we'll have Jade run in here, see what we've got for sale, and then we'll have her run and rescue our noble fighters. Man, nothing for going there. So it must be the adventurer trader is the only one that sells that. Okay. It could be someone else. Maybe I'm wrong there. So why did you run so far away? Oh, you must have been chasing. Holy crap. What is happening? What a crazy spread out battle this became. I wonder if they had another group of bandits come, or I mean, we've got river raptors, we've got swordsmen fighting starving people. I don't think we're going to see any knocked out holy fighters, with the exception of maybe the lightly armored guys. Like, this battle has just gone all over the place. How are you doing? Why can't I click on you? There we go. You're doing fine. Now, armor. These guys are wearing armor, and armor does reduce a lot of the damage. Although that was like 18 damage, though. It only reduced 2 of it. They took the full 34, for example, though. It also depends on where they hit. If they hit this guy in the arms, I think he's less covered with his arms than his torso. So if they hit him in the torso, it might reduce a lot more of that damage. This is just this long running battle. I have no doubt that the holy warriors, the holy sentinels will win this fight. It's just that there's so many of them. I think it's taking forever to clear out all of the starving bandits. So Laura and Rin are making their spidery way upstairs. Kif somehow got knocked unconscious here? When did that happen? I thought Kif was actually okay. Oh, maybe he just wound up... His wound wound up getting below his KO point, and he just fell unconscious. That might be it. Okay, so we'll have Tobal... Why can't you rest? Oh, that bed was a bit bugged out. So I think Jade is making her way now across town. She's got a move order, and where's she at? She's coming this way. Okay, so we'll have her meet up here. We'll have Diana hang out over here. We do have a couple people outside the city, so maybe I'll have Jade actually come and pick them up. Rin and Laura can't pick anyone up because they are crawling around. God, that's so funny. Okay, so Rin, Laura, you've got beds now. Jade, you are making your way down the tunnel here, so you can get our other folks. Are these folks still doing okay? Are they in danger of anything? No, they're just not doing too good. We'll pick you up, and we'll drop you off at the bed up here. Not too many beds available, so what I'll wind up doing is, again, skipping forward a bit to finish the healing here. And the reason we came to this city was to see if we can recruit the last couple members of our squad. So we'll have to take a look at that as well after just a minute. Are you the leader? You have a sword on you. It's pretty weak. It's pretty weak sauce, so we won't take that up. We'll get to Silo here and bring them upstairs as well. And then at least we're all unconscious together. We are a hot mess together. I think we'll put him in this bed up here. Why can't I click on this? It's really weird. When they regain consciousness, they pop out of the bed. Okay, there we go. Go back to bed, go back to bed. Got it. And Tobal, Rin, and Laura are there. Let's have her pick up Kif. And stick Kif in a bed, because he's a hot mess right now. I don't think they can get to that bed. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So those are all the available beds right now. We'll have Jade go downstairs and see if anyone's for rent or for hire. You kind of seem like you are. Thumper? Oh, but I don't actually have the money. We're low on resources because I had her do all the shopping. Let's have Tobal wake up, actually. Let's trade with him. He seems to be kind of doing our medic stuff right now, so we'll let him use all these items, and then he'll start doing his medic stuff. And while he's up and around, let's pick up Alice and put her in that bed. Put Rin back to sleep because he just regained consciousness. That does bother me. They should just stay asleep. Even, you know, they regain consciousness, great, but they could stay in the bed and get healed. If we had our own base, though, they would follow the sleep when idle or sleep when injured command. They would probably go back to the bed on their own, even though they're regaining consciousness. Alright, so most of our squad is back to getting healed up. Actually, Kif got bugged a bit. This bed is in a weird spot, and he actually, when he gets up, he goes under the stairs. So I had to mess with picking him up. So he's a little bit behind because he didn't get healed because Tobal couldn't get to him. So we'll keep healing them up. I do think that this has gone on for about 30-40 minutes now. So I will go ahead and, once I put together all the jumps in the video, I think we're at a good spot to stop. We were able to do a little more exploration, grab one more person for our squad. And we still want, let's see, we've got, we're just short of our 10 squad member goal. So I'm hoping we can get 2 more. I will have to go out and get some more money, so I think I'm going to go do some hunting during the gap between this video and the next. I won't go too far, but I'll get enough, I think, to bring those next 2 squad members on board. And maybe in the next episode, I start covering how to do the training montage. That's one of my favorite things to do with, well, okay, I should preface that. It's very grindy. It's really efficient, and it's fun to build up your squad members, but it is kind of a pain in the butt in terms of how much grindiness there is to it. So we'll probably wind up doing that next episode, and of course I won't make you sit through all that, but I'll give you little fast forwarding sections, and I'll kind of show you what I'm doing. So yeah, you get them, Diana. Good job. Proud of you. So thank you so much for joining me as always. I hope you're really enjoying this Kenshi Let's Play series. It is a lot of fun to make an in-depth Kenshi playthrough because sometimes I go a little bit too fast. So it's nice to slow down and make this video and kind of talk about what's going on. Poor Diana is starving. One day we'll feed our poor dog. Eat the meat. Eat the meat. Are you recovering? Okay, so Diana's actually recovering from eating food recently. So we'll get there eventually, but thank you again for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Take care.